God Consciousness Project presents God Consciousness, Chapter 21, Trust. Because you need to trust me, I will have to earn your trust. I cannot go and give you guidance that you cannot trust. Though what I may guide you to do or think or say may seem really not what you would normally do, think, or say, if you pluck up the courage and act on my guidance, you will come to develop the trust that is so important to have between you and me. Do you think that I trust you? Here's my clever answer. It is not that I don't trust you as much as you do not trust yourself. That is why you do not have my abilities and you have the abilities that you do have. You cannot trust yourself with certain levels of ability. When you can trust yourself, you will give them certain levels of ability to yourself. This goes for many, many attributes, even in the life you are currently living. There are people who have power in your world who are obviously without their own trust. They are breaking trust a lot, and they know it too, and so do you. You can do what you want, but you know how important trust is. It is one of the reasons why much of what happens in your world can happen because of trust or the varying degrees of lack of trust. Fear is partly a creation of lack of trust, and the lack of trust can be caused by imagined or real reasons. You need to trust me, and yet it might be difficult for you to do this. The more you trust in the fact that you and I can have a telepathic relationship, the more it can happen without you doubting everything that you receive is nothing more than your own thoughts in your own mind. If you don't trust me, and if you don't trust yourself, you won't trust the guidance you receive. You won't believe that it is really me thinking into your mind then that I can receive your thoughts too. That is why trust between us is so important. And you have to earn this trust the same way that trust is always earned, through practical experience and the words of others, including me. If people tell you that you cannot trust something like two-way telepathic communication with the mind of God, well, that may well influence your attitude of trusting such a thing. But if they do endorse such a ridiculous achievement, well, then you may well have some trust that is possible. Even with your own experience of this experience, you may well not believe it is true. Without belief, it is not easy to trust. How can you trust if you do not believe? The two things are highly related. Even if I come through for you again and again, it may always be nothing more than you thinking thoughts in your own mind. Since I do not exist, how can I be guiding you? And if I did exist, why would I? How could I guide you? By asking for that guidance, that is the why would I. And that is the how could I part. And that is where the trust begins. Especially if you start out with no belief at all and you ask for guidance and you start to receive it. And then you follow the guidance and you see what happens, what the outcome is like. And then you get some small bit of trust happening. So ask for guidance. God, please give me guidance so that I may know what to do or say in this situation. That is how very simple it is to get this all going. Trust me. It is time for you to trust me to guide you through the times when you are sinking into negative thoughts. It is time for you to trust me when you are experiencing the negative perspective. It is time for you to let me guide you to a state of awareness, and from that, our mutual admiration and inspiration can rise up into your mind's awareness. Learn to trust me. And much of what bothers you will subside and certainly have less power over the experience you are having in your ongoing present moment of experience. You will note that so much of your spiritual literature and counsel emphasizes the importance of learning how to be aware of awareness. of how to be in a quiet, simple state of awareness, of how to transcend thought, how to transcend thought and experience the source of thought, of how to experience the source of source or source of source. There's an important reason for all this focus on source of source. It is in this place of being that you can reset your experience of life itself, and you can get me back into your ongoing present moment. The more you let me help you to be yourself, the more you will learn to trust me. The more trust you have of me, the better your life will go. You will start to, more and more, again and again, have verification of how listening to me and doing what I guide you to do will make really big changes in your life. These changes will be in the way that you feel and the outcomes of your actions. The more you do that which is in tune with who you really are as an individual person, the more you will receive in support from the world that you live within. Also, the more you trust me, the more likely you are to stick it out when you are not sure of what you are doing and not getting immediate results. When you let me guide you and you actually follow the guidance, then you will have certain results, and you can see for yourself whether or not this guidance stuff actually has value to you. So in the end, trust can rust if you do not learn to use it. Trust can become one of your most potent weapons against the loyal following of self-despair, doubt, and folly. Trust can assist you in bridging over the times when you are feeling defeated and alone and despondent. Trust can make you listen when you would rather not listen to the voice of guidance inside you that comes from me. To be clear, I mean me, not the you me who is sometimes oh so present and is going, what about me, me, me? Trust can help you to sort out that me will get their fair share of whatever it is that you feel and or think is lacking. If I'm telling you not to worry about whatever and you connect into the trusting of your trust in me and the guidance that I am giving you, well, you will see how much that will help you bridge over the periods of time when you are prone to worry and fear and anxiety over whatever. Trusting the trust is the key to much of what follows in this book. The more you can let go of what you think it should be like and take the hidden gifts, the quicker you will start to get what you are really, really, really wanting and needing.